Hi. Wait, sorry. Hello, everybody. Hi. D I just what like when you're about to go live on camera, it says what hashtag do you want to broadcast on, and then it said hashtag Dan is not on fire at the top, and then I clicked it, but it says for me right there that I'm broadcasting in hashtag hip hop. What does it say for you? Does it say that this is currently happening in hashtag Dan is not on fire or hashtag hip hop? What does it say? What does it say? It says Dan is not on fire. Okay, good. Not that I'm not all about hip hop, know what I mean? But maybe it says like what room you were just watching because it's bugged or something like that. Who knows? Okay, that's funny. I have a law exam in 2 weeks, said somebody. Do you? Okay, wow. What do I even look like? I did that thing where I turn on the camera before I look at myself. That's my face. Okay, I'm going to tweet it. Is there anything you want to say before we lose this intimate moment? You have 3 seconds. Nope, okay, let's go. Tweeted. Right, let's find out whether I tweeted the right website. Here we go. Yes, I did. Okay, let's try that again. Wow. You know when I asked the guy on YouNow to change my name from Dan is not on fire to Dan is not on fire 1 to Dan is not on fire? Let's see if that worked. YouNow.com/Dan. This is what you get for being early. This isn't the official party yet. Okay, whoa, okay. Tweet. With the correct website. Is this it? Let's find out. Hello? Is this the right website? I think it is. Yes, this seems like it's the right website. Okay, that's good to know. Dan is saying hello to you. Dan is saying hello. Hi, Dan. Hi. Hi, Dan. 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 It's working! You can turn up your headphones again. Everything's fine. I'm going to close that because if I'm looking at myself all the time, it's going to be incredibly distracting. You know, a lot of vloggers do that. You can tell. I'm pretty sure I used to when I started my videos. When a vlogger can, if they're using a camera that has like a flip screen, if you ever see someone vlogging, but it looks like they're not, if it looks like they're not actually looking at the camera, but just looking slightly to the side of the camera, like this, it means they're actually looking at themselves. And it's a really bad habit that lots of vloggers do. And it's not like necessarily, oh, this person's really vain and they love staring at themselves. It's just that if you see your face, it's just one of those subconscious things where you're just going to look at what your face looks like all the time. So it's quite funny. I now use a camera that doesn't have a flip screen, which is good. It's very distracting when someone's talking to you, but they're clearly talking to themselves. Have you ever seen MCR in concert, said Sophie C. Yes, I have. Several times. The best time was at Reading Festival in 2011, I think. That was good. I think Jared Way once said that that was his favourite concert of all time, so pretty good that I was there. So diddly-o. Life. How have yours been since we last spoke? By the way, just so you know, I said mini live show just because I didn't want to commit myself to anything. Didn't want to commit myself. I think shit, fine, boring, crap, diddly-o, ugh, exammy, fab, awful, exams, shit. Where's the positive? Happy! There we go. Colon D, great. Gay, said Rose M. Good. Desolate. Love. Fantab. I got dumped. Ethereal. Wow. Your week has been ethereal. That's good. That's good. Hungry, swaggy, poopy. Very asexual. Is not, the thing's not going the way that you want right now. That's fine. Stressful. Ugh, great. Daniely. And happy. Okay, good. So, the entire spectrum, basically. Good to know. Well, that's life for you right there. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but in the end of the day, you're just one irrelevant human on a planet with 7 billion other people, basically. So, I mean, where shall we start? Summer has happened, hasn't it? It's warm all of a sudden, very warm all of a sudden. Like it's not been that bad today and yesterday, but there was a couple days ago in England. It was like uncomfortably warm. It was like I don't want to have to lie naked on the bed with all the windows open. Kind of warm, with no matter what you can do. You can get fans next to your bed, but I was telling Phil the other day that in Korea there's this urban legend, which isn't true, just, you know, I don't want to scare any of you, but there's this urban legend in Korea called Korean fan death, which is, it's kind of like this stereotype, but it's more like a popular urban legend in Korea that having a fan on next to your face when you sleep will kill you. And even though it's just an urban legend, there are so many people in South Korea that legitimately believe, just because of a big superstition, like it's just such a popular superstition, even though everyone kind of knows that it's not real, that no one has a fan on next to their face because they think that Korean fan death is a thing. And apparently some of the reasons are that it will suffocate you, which apparently just doesn't make any sense, and that you'll get hypothermia because when you're sleeping you're more susceptible to being cold. Apparently that's also not true, but just irrelevant fact for you know, people in Korea are afraid of fans next to their faces. I'm not, but I slightly freaked myself out just by reminding myself of it the other day. So yeah, warmth, which is kind of good. You know, it's like with warmth comes insects. I've already had one traumatizing bumblebee experience. Like, I love bumblebees. Bumblebees are the best. You should all hate wasps, generally, probably. I don't know, but love bees. Don't have anything against bees. Bees are lovely, and also bumblebees are this huge, unexplainable, wonderful, fluffy things. But there was this freaking gigantic bumblebee that flew into our lounge, and it was one of those things where it just kept flying against the window, and you could tell that the more this bumblebee kept flying into the window and was confused about being unable to escape from the room, it was just getting more and more pissed off, and then just the general fear that the bee that was getting increasingly pissed off would take out its pissed offness on your face, which was the problem. So I love bumblebees, but I wouldn't want it to take out its anger on me. So that was incredibly traumatic, just getting kind of like a table mat and just trying to scoop it under the window flap. But that was fine. And just flies everywhere. And oh my god. Okay, so the spider incident. This is the kind of thing that when I have that hypothetical life sorting out that you love to keep asking me about. in an alternate dimension where I make quick and silly videos on my side channel, the spider incident would totally be one of them, but you just get to enjoy this being a very private experience for you all right now. Bloody hell. So, right. Last night, I went to the bathroom. I'm not going to go into excruciating detail, because, you know, TMI, whatever. Just imagine reaching for the toilet roll, picking it up, and there is a huge spider on the toilet roll. As I said, you know, TMI, not going to go into too much detail. I might save the longer story for something one day, which is probably never going to happen, but dropped it in the toilet and flushed it, and it was, so the spider got flushed, basically, and define huge. Okay, yeah, so in England, there aren't any spiders that can really kill you or hurt you, really. I don't know where you live. If you're in America or Australia or most places in Asia, it's probably worse, but in England we don't have really dangerous spiders. I'm going to start talking about spiders in a minute, because I imagine a lot of you are grossed out. But in England, we have these things called house spiders. I don't know what they're actually called. But they're really gross, even though they're harmless. They're the most common kind of spider, and they're like this big, and they're really like thick and black, and they're just the worst. They're not big enough to be tarantula-like, which I'm kind of not bothered by, or tiny enough for you to feel like you're being ridiculous for being bothered by it. But it's just, and they are, oh, worse. So yeah, that was utterly traumatizing. Just like, it could have been worse. Something could have happened, which was the fear. Something could have happened, and it didn't, but it could have. So that was just like extremely traumatizing. I literally nearly died. I would have loved to have just, replied to some of you guys on Twitter, but like literally after I tweeted it, I just spent 20 minutes just rocking backwards and forwards in my bedroom. It was really awful. What are we talking about? We're talking about the spider incident on my Twitter. Check me out. If you click on the bird down there, you can go to my Twitter. There we go. My hair is really awful today. Can you tell that I've had a pajama day? That's why I'm wearing the snazzy Mario t-shirt. Not that Mario isn't at the height of fashion, but today for me was very much a pajama day. So this is, I woke up like this, literally. And you know me, I don't like to get ready if I'm going on camera in front of thousands of people. Ah, there we go. Do I like Bastille? Sure. And they are also lovely. Dan, when's your next video? Ooh, my next video, probably Thursday. It will be, unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong. Thursday night will be Dan's new video, unless I am an idiot who ruins my own life. Let's see how that goes. But speaking of Flawless, did you see MIA did a remix of Flawless? Don't really know why it was a remix of Flawless. I don't think there was any of it even in the song, but good. Any fans of MIA out there? She released her new music video yesterday. Double Bubble Trouble. That was good. It was very good. A lot of love, MIA. Really, just good song and great video. I really love it when people just go for like a unique aesthetic, and people say that it's not that original anymore to be kind of like all weird 90s graphics everywhere. But MIA, thumbs up. Also, Word, never pronounce it right, made their new video. Any South African rap rave fans out there? Called Pitbull Terrier, which was okay. I'm not going to opinion too hard, but sorry, most of you guys don't know who I'm talking about. Search for Die, as in I'm going to kill you, Die, followed by Ant, and then WOORD is the name. You'll probably hate them. Some of you might like them, but they're really amazing. And just briefly, if, for example, their song Baby's on Fire is just like perfect, iconic, 10 out of 10 song and video, the new one was like, it was okay. It was good for various reasons, but it wasn't on the same level. You know what I mean? When people are careful of when bands or people that make shows are clearly yes, I did just tell people to search for Die and Babies on Fire. Babies as in my baby apostrophe S, not like tiny childs are on fire. That would be a bit different. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, Dan, there's someone behind you. That would work, Lucy the Panda. However, I can see myself, so that's fine. And then obviously I go, oh my god, what do I look like? That's fine. How do hedgehog make babies? I guess hedgehogs do it. They're mammals. I'm just going to Google hedgehog mating right now. Hedgehog mating rituals, David Attenborough. Here we go. On the BBC Earth YouTube channel. Wow. That's informative. This was made in...
One by one takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. And very few creatures that feed that way can get enough to build and sustain big bodies.
Okay.
But some insect eaters, early in their history, about 40 million years ago, solved that problem by broadening their diet. And one of their descendants...
When's this going to get to the good stuff?
Here in my garden in London.
David Attenborough's garden.
With a wide variety of food, including, for example...
If you're foreign and you don't know who David Attenborough is, you're missing out on the best nature documentaries the world has to offer. Google Earth by the BBC on Amazon and buy the box set. Anyway.
Minced meat.
Minced meat? Is he going to feed some hedgehogs? Oh, leaving them out. How long is this? I must have... Okay, it says mating ritual. Okay, here we go. Get into the good stuff. Here we go. Okay, this is education, remember. It's unflagged on YouTube.
The hedgehog is still very much a creature of the night, but it's too big to hide in the leaf litter.
I'm a creature of the
That
night.
makes it vulnerable to attack from animals like foxes.
Don't attack the hedgehogs, foxes.
Its hairs have become a cloak of prickles.
Cloak of prickles. Do you get hedgehogs where you're from in the world? If not, you're missing out on hedgehogs.
It's got a special trick.
Look at him on the floor. Stop bothering that hedgehog. What a hedgehog botherer.
The hedgehog will stay and
Look at that. I mean, come on. That hedgehog is so scared right now. Now imagine how scared that hedgehog is being rolled over by David Attenborough. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, that's good. If you live in England, you see foxes all the time, just rifling around in bins in suburban places.
to make a male hedgehog drop his guard.
Oh, male hedgehog. Here we go.
Amorous liaison.
Oh, here we go, guys.
If you're outside on a spring evening, you may be lucky enough to witness an extraordinary sight.
This is getting kinky. Wow, does she want that, or is she just playing hard to get? I don't know. We've gone this far, we need to watch it.
You might think that having a coat of spines on your back would be something of a handicap.
Yeah, you'd think that'd make things awkward, wouldn't you, having a spiky back?
And indeed, classical naturalists...
He's just sat there while they're doing it. This is amazing.
Belly to belly.
He has nice lighting in his garden for it.
Male noses the female's spines, which seems to excite her.
Okay, females out there, I will nose your spines next time I get intimate with you. Oh, it's happening. Something's happening. Oh, children, don't watch. Children, don't watch. Don't look, don't look. If you're below the age of 12, stop looking.
Joke that asks, how do hedgehogs mate, was right all along. The answer is, of course, with great care.
With great care. See, that's a lesson for all of us. Doesn't matter when you do it, as long as you do it with someone who you feel comfortable with and you take great care. And obviously you nose their spine. Dan's sex tips. That's not a thing. Okay, thank you, BBC Earth. And that, everybody, is how hedgehogs do it. Thank you for whoever asked that. There we go. Gonna subscribe to that later. They have 341,000 videos on that channel. Oh my god. Wow, BBC really committed to YouTube with that, didn't they? Yeah, don't trend Dan's sex tips. And that's not reverse psychology. I don't actually want you to do that. Don't. I mean, it would be funny, but don't bother. It's better to just not type something. So yeah, where am I from in the UK? I'm from a glamorous place called Reading, which is really shit. So I went to see Godzilla. Not that I want to opinion too hard. I had an in-depth conversation with YouTube's Jack Howard, who liked the film. I went with people who didn't like Godzilla. Yeah, obviously I don't like to opinion too hard. It had really, like, I don't want to get too boring. Godzilla as a film, it had really good moments and it had great promise and it had really good, promising moments, and overall, you know, it was good at this and good at that or something, but I wanted something amazing and life-changing, and short version of what I want to say, because I don't want to rant about Godzilla, you'd think that in 2014 there's enough aspiring film writers desperately trying to make it in Hollywood that one person out there ever has written an amazing script for a Godzilla movie that's like ready to, you know, be the new amazing generation of, and it just, you know, so what don't you know, opinions. Iona Louise knows the person that plays Bran in Game of Thrones. That's cool. Am I going to Reading Festival? Maybe. I don't know whether I am or not. I'd probably like to, but I don't have plans as of yet. You should go with people who are experienced festival goers so that you have a fun, safe time. Am I afraid of pythons? I'm not afraid of snakes at all, really. I love snakes. Although, if a snake fell on my head, or I stood on one walking around a desert, I would be very scared. because they could kill you. But I'm not like afraid of snakes, just the quite rational fear of one of them killing you. When am I visiting Asia? Asia is a large portion of Earth. I'd love to go to Japan soon, generally. I'd love to go to lots of places. Japan's very high on the list. I have a lot of friends on the internet that keep telling me about their amazing trips to Japan. Ooh, what else has happened in my life? Just glancing at my Twitter. Spider incident, that's traumatizing. It's been very warm. That was traumatizing. So, generally, I like living with the blinds closed and the windows closed constantly because I am a hermit with cabin fever that likes to just live in my cave because I hate the world generally in every way. So I like to always have the blinds down, and whenever I have people around, they're like, "Dan, why don't you open the blinds?" And I don't like the blinds open, and only when it's very hot or I'm cleaning do I open the windows, because I like my life and my bedroom and my general house cave to be a cave, which is my place, with the blinds closed. But on warm days where I've had to open the window, just the smell of barbecue. I'm aware Phil tweeted about this. The smell of people having barbecues is just ruining my life. If you still live with your family and you have families, dads and mums or uncles or whatever, that have barbecues at the weekends, appreciate those barbecues, okay? The only thing that mine and Phil's beautiful, lovely, amazing flat is missing is outside space. And people keep having barbecues, I can smell them, and it's ruining my life. Like, me and Phil always have to decide whether we're going to stay in this apartment for another year. And I think we probably are. Like, we're debating whether we're going to stay in this apartment that we're renting for another year. We probably are. Because it's really, really nice. It's so lovely and charming. And it's just got the right amount of rooms and big bedrooms that makes us not go insane and hate each other. So it's good. But no roofy, terracey, gardeny thing for barbecues. So TLDR, I hate barbecues. You could just smell like cooking onions, you know what I mean? And it's like, my life is so unfulfilling. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What am I holding? I'm holding a post-it note. As some of you know, I'm in a transitional period where I'm planning many exciting things that I'd like to do with my life and stuff, and it's a very slow and painful process for various reasons, but I decided to buy a bunch of sticky tape. There's nothing interesting written on this, just so you know. Sticky notes, because I can organize my life via notepad files so much before I just want to kind of have like an Iron Man visual spread of everything that's on my mind. So, look at me. Went to a stationery cupboard and got stationery cupboard store. I went to Ryman's and bought loads of post-it notes. Oh yeah. My family owns a barbecue restaurant, said Marge L. Bloody hell, that's cool. That's really cool. Well done on having cool parents. So speaking of anime, someone said, I watched the pilot of one, I think it's called Steins Gate, which apparently lots of people recommended, and I didn't like it. Should I keep watching it, or am I a peasant because the pilot didn't ruin my life being so amazing? Has anyone watched it, Steins Gate? Am I a peasant for not liking it by one episode, or do I need to keep watching it? One person said peasant, okay, and then the chat lagged. No, OMG, yes. It gets better. I did the same. It gets better. You're a peasant anyway, thank you. It's crap. Watch other stuff. Peasant. I'm confused by what was it called? Steins Gate? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. 4 people said yes. Right. So Louise, Sprinkle of Glitter, one of the few females who fangirls seem to like. Generally, people should like everybody. You know, you're a girl. What did Tina Fey say in Mean Girls? Girls need to be nice to girls because there's enough people in the world that aren't nice to girls. You know, you can't hate on other girls for caring about their appearance or whatever, or, you know, having male friends, it doesn't matter. But for some reason, people really like Louise and don't like other females. Everybody's nice, but anyway, Louise came round to our house and made a video. You will see these videos, or video, weekend time. I'm editing it because it's good. So, video with Louise coming to an internet near you soon. I don't like anybody. What do I do? There's a difference between not liking anyone / generally hating humanity and not being nice to people and generally being negative. You know what I mean? It's like, I hate everybody. I hardly like anybody, and humanity makes me so depressed constantly. I hate the world and society, but I'm a very nice, positive person these days who generally loves everybody and everything. I'm just nice, you know what I mean? So, chilling out a bit. I'll make a video about this one day, and it will be the most important video I've ever made. Did I speak to you last week about how the biggest stress with my videos isn't coming up with new ideas, but deciding what order I want to post the videos in? Because I've got, like, the next 6 of my videos in a line, like, planned out now already. And one of those is one. It's trending, is it? Oh, great, thank you. Let me. What have you done? What have you done? Let me. Why is replace movie titles with thought trending? That's quite hilarious. Okay, I can't see it trending. Good. Don't make that happen. Fine. Notice me, senpai. Hello, Trish A. How are you? So my card-playing anime Chihaya Furu, I caught up with the end of it. It's one of those things, if that doesn't get a 3rd season, I will cry myself to death, / use all of my internet following to start a Kickstarter to convince the studio to write another season for it, basically. And fuck Godzilla. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. Speaking of Godzilla, my Godzilla tweet afterwards, wow. Wow, I mean, on the subject of typos, I really don't have anything more to say because I made a video about it which really said and explained everything. Typos, I type really fast and then don't proofread. Well, the thing is I do. Like, when I write a tweet, I look at it dozens of times because most of the time when I write a tweet, I go over tweet limit, character limit. I'm sure you guys have this thing as well. Sometimes you will want to tweet something and you'll be like 150 characters over and then you'll just be like, so you'll spend 10 minutes looking at the thing that took you 6 seconds to write and trying to rewrite it. I can do that. I can take a tweet and look at it for 15 minutes trying to get it within the character limit and then make 5 typos in the tweet. And I think it's because, you know that thing where you look at words that are all jumbled up, but then your mind just puts it together subconsciously without you realizing? I think that when I look at a tweet I've written, my eyes just don't see it. I can look at it, and I can reword it, and I can delete stuff to make sure that it's 140 characters, or whatever it is, but then I just won't notice that I missed out the Z, or the D, rather, in Godzilla. If you missed it the other day, I tweeted about Godzilla, but I wrote, Godzilla. No, I'm not dyslexic, I'm just... I obviously, like, my mind just doesn't... I missed out the D. You know what I mean? Need to stop missing out the D, man. Context. What I think of Attack on Titans? Kinda D, it's the best anime, really. Kinda, maybe. I mean, Full Metal Alchemist is arguably the best anime. That's very good. Dan, you should become an LBC host. What London's biggest conversation? I don't like it. It's too political. It's just conflict all day. You know, in the same way that the Ben Cook debate, who had a debate with Ben Cook. If you thought my tweet to Ben was a debate, it wasn't. It was a joke that we were both in on. Just silly friends having some silly banter. You know how it is. Generally take nothing on the internet seriously. Pretend everything you ever read on the internet is supposed to be a joke. That's probably the right way to interpret it. Have I seen The Girl Who Leapt Through Time? No. Spotify update. Okay. Have I even been listening to Spotify this week? Let's find out. Let's find out as it loads extremely slowly. Okay, what music have I been listening to since we last convened? Not going to make you guess. Number 1 artist, Lily Allen. Number 2 artist, Clips. Number 3 artist, Earl Sweatshirt. Apparently rubbish. I think I've only really listened to Spotify twice in the last week, which was I listened to Sheezus. I am not going to express any opinions on Sheezus at all, but I listened to Sheezus, and then I went back and I listened to Lily Allen's first album, and then her second album, and those are 2 albums that I really, really loved. And then I listened to Sheezus again, and that was me listening to Lily Allen. And then Clips. None of you know who Clips are. Do you know the rapper Pusha T? He was in a rap duo with his brother, and they made an album, and Pharrell produced all the music, so it was very good, basically. Why is Dan's sex tips trending? I can't say. Everybody send me screenshots. Just take a little screenshot of it and then show me. Not that I'm particularly proud of the fact that I made everybody watch a hedgehog mating video. Actually, it was pretty. What did we learn from David Attenborough? Nose the spine and do it carefully. You know, whoever you do it with, do it softly and press your nose against their spine before you do it. Do it as a hedgehog would. Is Happy Video of the Week ending? Yes, on our radio show, Happy Video of the Week is ending. It was pretty funny, and the thing is, like, in terms of our show, we do actually have to kind of stick to the Radio 1 rules of playing a mixed amount of music. Happy is still an extremely popular song with everyone in the country, but I think a lot of you guys on the internet that don't really like that kind of music, or maybe you do like Pharrell, but you just got very sick of that song, you weren't really into it anymore. We kind of just ironically loved playing the video every week, but, you know, there's a time for things to die. It was fine, but hey at those guys that made the video in Glasgow. That was good. That was good. I am proud of those guys. Kill Bill Volume 1 or 2. I'm a Kill Bill Volume 2 person, personally, although I like to view it as one project, as Quentin Tarantino obviously intended, you know, but I think 2 is better than 1. Phil, for example, prefers Kill Bill 1, because it's more Japanese and cool and Asian and kung fu-y with cool action and stuff. But then, you know, I romanticize, in terms of things that kind of turn us on romantically, and well, turn us on romantically, that's not what I mean at all. Just kind of thematically. You know how a lot of English people think that kind of American high school is, like, they romanticize the idea of it so much because they're like, oh, I might make a video about this one day, so I'm not going to waffle about it too much. But, like, American high school, American sport, the Westerns, I just love Westernness, and I freaking love kind of, like, deserty America just as, like, a part of the world. It's number 1 in the UK. That's really great. That's fantastic. That's really good. So I prefer Kill Bill Volume 2 because it's got that kind of spaghetti western with that absolutely amazing soundtrack. Oh my god! If you unless you're scared of violence and you generally don't like violence and swearing and scary terribleness in movies, Quentin Tarantino makes amazing movies that will not date. Watch Pulp Fiction, watch Reservoir Dogs, watch Kill Bill, watch Inglourious Bastards and Django. You know, Kill Bill Volume 2, yes. Recommendations on you guys. Discuss the YOLO dogs. What's up with the YOLO dogs? If you don't know, when we were, I know that I bet everyone in America is currently like, there is nothing romantic about American high school. I'm aware that high school for you is probably crap and the worst thing in the world, but for British teens, it's like how everyone in America thinks that everything in England is like Doctor Who and Harry Potter, when in reality it's awful. We kind of think everything's like High School Musical and Teen Wolf and Glee, when in reality it's really crap. Because it's really kind of swap. During our radio show, someone dedicated her song to the YOLO Dogs. What is the YOLO Dogs? I don't know, but inspirational. Oh, I should so make a video about things that people romanticize. I can make that interesting. I can make that interesting. I was originally going to do it a bit differently, but I'm gonna see. This is how my video. Dan, how do you come up with video ideas? I just think about stuff, and then it happens, and then I open my video ideas notepad file, and then it happens. My video ideas. Where is it? Apple F. Don't mind me, just doing some homework. So according to my YouTube calendar, you'll probably see that in like 10 months or something. Dan, are you in a fandom? I am part of many fandoms. I don't have fandom blogs for any fandoms. I don't contribute to any fandoms, but I am a member of dozens and dozens of fandoms when it comes to keeping up to date with it, appreciating what the community are talking about, creating, and stuff like that. Yes, many. What computer do you recommend getting? A Mac. If you need to play video games, well, if you need to play PC games, if you're a big gamer, or you need to use computer programs that use Windows, then you should have a Windows computer. However, if you're more of a, video maker, photo editor, internet-y person, or general browser, I cannot explain how much your life will change if you get a Mac, because it's just so much better, it doesn't work, blah blah blah. The only problem is they're horrifically expensive. I did not own a Mac product until I was 20, and if you don't own a Mac product until you're 20, that's pretty normal, because when I was 16 and I had a job that I earned £4.10 an hour, I could not afford a Mac. So I had many very crap hand-me-down laptops that my uncle gave me. So for everybody who thinks that Macs are too expensive and is currently using a crappy PC, don't worry, the PCs that I grew up with, even though I'm probably only a couple of years older than you, are only, well, they were probably worse. You know how much technology grows these days. It was really a struggle. Have I seen the video of the girl being hit by a struggle? By a shovel? Yes, inspirational. Have you seen the remix of Mad City by Kendrick Lamar, where it goes, every time I'm in the street, I have pop, 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 with that. That was an inspirational Vine. That was a good Vine. I hate Vine. I like some Vine. I hate most Vine. That's fine. Not generally. I'm not a mean person. I take that back. I don't want to get into my opinions on Vine. Vine is great. I watch a lot of Vine videos, and there are so many things on Vine that are amazingly hilarious. I'm very happy that Vine exists because I get a lot of laughs from it. I'm using Asos. Good, RAM Inquiry. That's fine. Have I seen the Fan of May? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Have we not mentioned that before? Me and Phil have seen it, and it's incredibly amazing. Incredibly amazing. One of our favourite things. If we were making like a Tumblr video, again, Tumblr taggy thing or something like that, yeah, we've seen it and we know how it is. Literally the best thing in existence. Yes, it's very good. If you don't know, it's a cartoon that a girl did, and it's very good. Can we discuss your Hobbit hair? Yeah, I don't really have Hobbit hair that much anymore because my hair doesn't take that long to de-Hobbit. Am I excited about the new Pokemon games? Yeah! Out of all the Pokemon games, Ruby and Sapphire are the ones that I played the least and remember the least. I finished them, but then I kind of just put them down. So I'm excited for them. Why don't I make more Vines? I don't want to get into Vine. It's just, in my big list of things that I'm currently doing and want to be doing, going, how can I get a good Vine account is not one of them. Pop Shack, said somebody. Pop Shack. Yeah, so there's this there's this event that's happening, which is kind of like a teeny poppy musicy thing called Pop Shack, which is it's basically a bunch of teeny pop groups like Union J and Kingsland Road, their X Factory, as well as some YouTube musicians, which basically they're doing a show at Hammersmith Apollo, I think, and they just asked me and Phil to host it, which is fine. You can look that up. But if you don't, and Bri, who's going to be there, shout out to him, obviously he's going to be the highlight. But if you don't like that kind of music, then us just going, hey, now it's time for Union J on stage for 20 seconds will probably not interest you. But yeah, that's the thing. Orphan Black, have not watched it. Is that on my to-do list? Just forgive me a sec, I'm going to open the door. I'm not leaving. There's a moth in here, and I don't want the moth to attack and kill me. With heat comes moths, and moths attack and maim and destroy. Pull your trousers up. Pajama day. Come on, guys. It's not the first time. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of everything. What else did you want to talk about before I GTFO? So, yeah, new video. I'm going to make a new video. And I really want to upload it on Thursday night. Let's see how that goes. Oh, big weekend this Sunday. That's exciting. Radio 1's big weekend, big music festival in the UK, in Glasgow. I am extremely excited to go. That will be very fun. Please bear in mind, do not go to this event or stand outside it expecting me to be there, because I will be inside probably having lunch the whole time, so sorry, but yeah, it's cool. If you're walking around Glasgow town centre, you will probably hear it. That's very exciting. So I'm going to Glasgow this weekend, and that'll be super fun, mega fun. What's your favourite season of American Horror Story? Asylum, but I really think that Coven was underrated artistically. Like, we all had a lot of fun watching Coven, I've said this before, but when people were watching it, they didn't think it was as life-changingly incredible artistically as Asylum. But when you look back on it, American Horror Story Coven was this incredible thing that we should all be so blessed that it was made for us to watch. It was just... look, let's, it might not be your favourite thing, but just as like a box set of a little thing that happened once in the universe, we should all just be so thankful that something so fucking, like, amazing was made. It's so good. I love American Horror Story. It's definitely one of my top 5 TV shows, just because it's so fun and creative and amazing. Oh my god, I love American Horror Story. Fault in Our Stars movie. Oh yes. I think I might buy one of those prepared packs that come with the tissues. I think I might need them. Who else is going to go see The Fault in Our Stars with a huge box of Kleenex? Oh yeah. Am I going to Glastonbury? I'm not going to Glastonbury, as, sad face, it clashes with VidCon. Sad face, sad face. I'd love to go to Glastonbury because Arcade Fire are going, even though I've already seen Arcade Fire 3 times. I really want to go to Glastonbury for many reasons again, but I can't because I'm going to be in LA at VidCon, meeting loads of you guys, going on a panel, doing something, meeting my friends that I haven't seen in a very long time. Good times in America. And yes, the meetup won't be perfect. Me and Phil have decided that, I mean, it sucks because, so many people are going to be going to VidCon, and only a few hundred people will get to meet us, and it sucks, and it's stupid. But VidCon's happening in like 3 weeks, so, I spoke last time about the magical things, but, what can we do for the moment? We'll just meet the people that we meet, and everyone else can come to the panel and the thing that we do. Me and Phil are going to do something on stage at VidCon that we are going to record and put on the internet, so to everyone there that won't get to go to our meetup because it sucks, and that's a stupid thing about YouTube events, you will get to see us, and everyone else that doesn't go, you won't be missing out because I will upload the video of what we do. So you're really not missing out on anything, no matter who you are or what you're doing, which is Cool. And yeah, that's it. Game of Thrones, amazing, still best TV show on TV. And yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna F off and eat because I love food. Earlier, I broke down. I'm really sorry. I've spoken to you at length before about how I hate bakeries. Earlier, I walked past a bakery and I bought a pecan and maple twist. I'm sorry, I'm never going to look like Marcus Butler if I keep buying pecan and maple twists. But it was amazing. It was fucking amazing. Oh my god. Man, I bought it and I don't even care. Would I rather be obese and eat the maple pecans? I think I would. I really think I would. Because of the food. Because of the food. Because of the food. I think so. Yeah, basically, whatever. Okay, look forward to my new video. Let's see if I upload it on Thursday. High five to me if I do. Yeah. And I'll probably see you next Tuesday. I probably might not because I might be in a coma after a crazy weekend. Let's see what happens. I hope that you are all good. Be positive and have fun. Be nice to other people and enjoy life. Try to. Okay, enjoy the wonders of food. Your homework is to buy something with pecan in it and eat it. God, I love pastry. Okay, bye, have fun, toodles, ciao.